Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
He's got away.
Koundé can get it clear. And it's Tchouameni. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Backward it goes. And they can counter here. Now it's Mbappe. Conte strokes it back. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric. And that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that terrific acceleration.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
And it's Dembele. Doué. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Conte, looking to play him in. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tchouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France with the corner, they're first. Gets the shot away! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France have their second corner now. Nicely aimed pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Foot in.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Played back in, over to the left, crosses it in. Great chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Throw it. And it's Doué. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught now. And the finish! Goal! France! And France are in front. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try...
And he shoots! And he hits the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that
There's the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Thuram certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Good ball, good take. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Camavinga. Can he spark a counter here? Dembele. Great vision. Saliba is there to clear. Shoots! And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Doué. Koundé. Chouameni. Olise. Oh, super find.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great ball if he can get there. Picked out brilliantly. Can he get on the end of this? That's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, they could break here.
That's the keeper's ball. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. France are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And that is expertly dealt with.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for options for movement. Can take in acres of space out wide. And it's Doué. Oh, that's nice. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Dembele is wide and looking to get onto this. Hernandez. Looking for the run. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Conte. Distributed tidily. And he's intervened well there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That's a throw. Not the most convincing of passes. Camavinga. And Konate. Koundé, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernandez. Koundé. And it's Dembele. And it's Koundé. It's a pretty loose pass. Played out to the left flank. Dembele. France looking to pass their way through. Now, can they get him on? Chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! France! Into the lead once more. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
Both sides then
Le
taking
numéro
this
7.
chance to turn to
Le
their
numéro
benches.
24. Le numéro
France
25.
take the lead.
À leur place, le
France
numéro 21.
perhaps wondering what
Le
the best
numéro
time
11.
is for their
Le
next
numéro
substitution.
6. Le numéro
It's come
14.
through and he's had a quick look
Changement en
inside.
cours.
Corner number 2 then. Opts to...
He's having a shot!
Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. And it's Doué.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Olise. Well, the ball's gone astray. Chouameni. Pass somewhat off target. That is good alertness. Hernandez. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Thuram. And it's Rabiot.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And he is going into that little black book. Upamecano. I think we're just about done here. Olise chasing after it. Klaus for Olise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Il y aura 2 minutes de
Chouameni.
temps additionnel.
Tries to thread one through. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. All hands on deck for this one. And he's there to clear it. Has crossed into the middle. And back out it comes. Chouameni clears. Camavinga. And that will be the final act. France pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
France really...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Real chance! In he goes again! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So, a breakthrough already. Hernandez, ploughing through the middle.
Decent chance! This time surely! And it's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's
Shoots!
It's anyone's.
And one more try! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. France have reclaimed it. He's looking wide. This looks promising. He's got away. Could move up a gear here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he's managed to get free. Tran. He's in a good position here. It's a goal kick. Played through for the wide man. Mbappe finds himself.
He gets big! Off the post!
Camavinga. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. And it's Camavinga. Thuram, Chouameni, Saliba for Olise, Camavinga, Olise. He's in space and looking for option.
Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
For Olise, and it's Chouameni. Threads one in.
Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Dembele. Great defending, strong and determined. Tran. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Olise. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. Plenty to aim at here. Mbappe! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Mbappe certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And he's gone looking for safety. Back it goes. And he's made sure that's not getting... And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé. And it's Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Thuram looking understandably energised after his goal. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe! And again! Goal! Camavinga duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great.
And the first 45 minutes are up. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And the game has already resumed here.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Saliba, France finding their passes. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Camavinga. Dembele. Doué. Passing is crisp and sharp. That ball looks a good one. And he's straight offside. Tran. And it's Hernandez. Now then, the ball's come loose. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Succumbs to the pressure. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's Dembele. Tries to pass it through. Played in deep. Mbappe! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
France choosing to make the first change.
Le numéro 24. À leur place, le numéro 11.
Camavinga.
Le numéro 21. Le numéro 25.
That looks a decent ball. And he's heaved it away. Throwing. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe touches it back.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Out for a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9. À sa place, le numéro
And here's
20.
Kante.
Changement en cours.
Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. France will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And this is Kante, and he's cut it out.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
There's no flag. He stands tall and strong. And here's Mbappe. Chance, surely! And that would have been game, set and match.
Barcola really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And that should get the job done. That's a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And that's going to be a goal kick. Doué wins the duel this time. Knocks it into space. Hit into the middle. Well read. And the danger is averted. It's a pretty loose pass. That is Kante. Now it's Kante. Barcola. Now it's Barcola. Looks across and plays it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Camavinga. Kante. Ball played for Klaus. That is Kante. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Barcola. Turns and goes back. Barcola, and the flag has stayed down. And that's an excellent interception.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
3 minutes.
Barcola. And the number on the board is 3. Some good work on the right flank here. Brilliantly cut out. Konate. Mbappe might just make this. And that will be it. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Chers spectateurs,
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring shot. Shot a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And it's Dembele. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's bustling through. Mbappe! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for the run. Well, played right into his path. And he's certainly onside here. Conte. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Engages and forces him off the ball. Camavinga, and it's Doué. That has not gone well. And they've got rid. Camavinga. Traoré. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Camavinga. And it's Dembele. Closing in on Dembele! Off the post! Koundé gets rid without sophistication. He shifted it to the flank. Over to the left. Camavinga with the clearance. And that's a throw-in. Traoré. Oh, what a ball! Tran driving forwards. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Such good technique.
Hernandez. Looking to go deep. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And here's Doué. Mbappe. Nicely, he gets big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Traoré. Dembele did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Hernandez. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And here's Dembele. Now it's Tran. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Tran. That looks a good ball through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now who's going to be first to this? And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Dembele. France are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. He's a sharp little ball here. Quality ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mbappe. Camavinga, spread it left. Now it's Doué. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
Doué. And it's Doué.
Oh, great feat that.
Now it's Mbappe. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure. during the interval.
France, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Here we go again then. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Traumeri. He's in space and looking for options. Hernandez clears it away. France have the chance to go the other way. And it's Tchouaméni. That is a brilliant interception. Traumeri. That's a good ball out wide. Well, that looks a decent ball. Deflected behind for a corner kick. France have their second corner now. And it's made its way to him. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get onto this? Hernandez picks it up out wide. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Hernandez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Doué. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Some resolute defending there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Conte. Oh, important interception. Dembele. Tchouaméni. And it's Dembele. Now it's Tran. No, that's been intercepted. Tchouaméni. And Koundé. Tran. Koundé picks it up out wide. We saw the tape. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
We have got
Le
changes
numéro
here
7.
from both sides, in
Le
fact.
numéro 6.
France
Le numéro
grab the
25.
equaliser, and we're
Le numéro
all square.
22.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
numéro
This is
11.
exactly what
Le
you want
numéro
from a
20.
big game.
Le numéro 19.
Passes coming off in
Le
quick
numéro
succession
18.
here.
Le numéro
It's
21.
Gendouzi.
Attention, changement.
France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Short changes him with that pass. Colomwani chasing after it. Dembele. France finding their passes.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Zaire Emery. Chouameni. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Strokes it back. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 17.
Well timed, excellent interception. Olise. Klaus. And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. And the finish! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
France take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Konate. Muscular approach does pay off here. No way through, so back it comes. Barcola has it in a wide position. Chooses to go back, and he was alert to it. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. France can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction